guys, welcome back to my channel. I was actually driving the other day and I decided to make a little pit stop at Salvation Army, and they had the most beautiful selection of belts and I really want to make something out of it. I think the texture is really cool and there's a lot of room to kind of experiment because there are so many like different sizing and different like options. So I have the day off and I'm just gonna kind of allow myself to drape some stuff over my mannequin and see what works. I don't really have a plan, which as a Virgo sun is really against my nature. But that's neither here or there. I think that art should sometimes be fluid and sometimes it should be a planned thing. So I'm just trying to go along with it. I'm really trusting the process, but yeah, I'm excited to see what I'm gonna come up with. I don't really ever allow myself to just kind of freely create. So I'm just gonna like start draping it on my mannequin and see what I come up with. I'm excited. Let's go.
So right here, I'm just kind of playing around with shapes. I wanted to include this because you kind of can see the evolution of what I was thinking. So originally, I kind of just started draping the buckles in the front, but then I kind of realized that I hated how that looked because it was too bulky. So I decided to start all over again. So I grabbed the thinnest and the smallest belt and just laid it flat on my mannequin. I liked that it wasn't too bulky and it was a good starting point. And then basically after that, I just started seam ripping all of the big chunky belt buckles and I started draping them over the mannequin. I did this with the first 3 layers because I knew that eventually I needed to put darts so that it could cup my breast. And this was simply a good stopping point.
Okay, so basically I just took off those first 3 layers off the mannequin and I just pinned them together and now I'm just gonna sew.
So you just want to sew in a straight line, and because the fabric is so thick, you kind of just want to gently push the fabric through.
I really thought my tension was supposed to be low, but I'm at 4.5 and it's working fine. Here's the top so far. I just finished putting 2 darts right here and right here. Obviously it's just gonna create a cup and it's just gonna be more flattering for my chest size. If I didn't have 30-60 boobs, then I definitely would skip this part, but because I need some cups, then I did it. This is what they look like up close. And basically what it is just a little triangle that gets smaller. So that way you can kind of like push it out and that creates a cup. Now I'm just gonna finish draping the rest of the pieces. Okay, so I've laid all the belt pieces. I messed around with the colors and I think I've settled for this one. Since I kind of understand the workflow already, all I have to do is get rid of those buckles and then just start pinning and doing the process again.
So it took about 7 layers of belts to get my desired length, and because the top layer of belt was the shortest and the thinnest, I just had to add a few inches to that. So I grabbed a belt from the pile, I pinned the top and the sides, and then while I was here, I decided to start working on the back closure, so it's going to be corset style. And again, I grabbed a belt that I wasn't using, I shortened the length, and then I just cut on a diagonal. You want to cut on a diagonal because as you go into your upper back area, you have to cover more surface area because of your breast. And right here, I'm just folding the garment and cutting on that same diagonal on the other side. Now I'm just taking the garment and I'm just going to sew on that little extra bit that we've pinned to it, and then we're going to sew the back closure strip. I had about 2 more belts left and I wanted to make detachable sleeves, so I just shortened the length and kept the buckle. The very last step is to just grab an elastic and some of these elastic cord stoppers and just thread the elastic through and then add the stopper for really easy access on and off. And here is the final product. I absolutely love how it turned out. I love all of the textures, and here I am just demonstrating how to put the detachable sleeves on and off for like a little bit of a different look. But yeah, it was a really fun one to make, even when I didn't have a plan. So I hope this inspired you to get out of your comfort zone and just to try different things, because sitting in that uncomfortableness will make you grow. Okay, love you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.